An important part of Joe Biden's $3.5 trillion spending Lollapalooza, Sean, is a provision to go after people who are skirting their taxes, in particular skirting payroll taxes. Well, guess what? According to the Congressional Research Service, that's what Joe Biden was doing. He made $13 million plus from books and speaking engagements, and he funneled all of that money into what's called an S corporation, and he gave the vast majority of it as a distribution, a small portion of it as a salary, and thus he was able to avoid payroll taxes, which he should have paid, that supports everything from Medicare to Obamacare. I wrote a couple of books. I considered an S corporation. Then I read the IRS code. And I said, well, I'm not going to save any money here because if you properly follow the law, you got to pay taxes on that stuff. You can't really skirt it. Joe Biden apparently decided he was different. He's above everybody else. And he was going to use an S corporation to pocket a load of money and not pay.
Aren't they looking at Zero Experience Hunter? And the money made from Burisma with no experience, and a Kazakhstan oligarch, and the First Lady of Moscow, $3.5 million, from the former First Lady of Moscow, and the $100,000 shopping spree, $1.5 billion Bank of China deal. So we'll get to the bottom of that. Here's my question. Now with the indictment of Sussman and the Perkins-Coie connection, and let's put that chart back up. What is Jake Sullivan's potential role in all of this? And what's Hillary Clinton's role in the Russian hoax? And does this now vindicate all of our reporting and that we were right all along from day one, Greg?
Well, it does vindicate our reporting, and your graphic is excellent. This is the 27-page indictment. It is excruciating in its detail of how the Clinton campaign promoted this illicit scheme that Donald Trump had colluded with the Kremlin. In point of fact, it was all untrue. They knew it was untrue. They made sure that Hillary Clinton's dirty fingerprints were wiped away from it, and her lackeys were doing the dirty work, spreading the false information. But it was Hillary Clinton who invented the lie, financed the lie, and disseminated the lie, approving a plan in July of 2016 to do that. At the center of this scheme is, as you point out, Jake Sullivan. Who is he? He is the National Security Advisor for current President Joe Biden. He's the guy who reviews top secret national security information every day, decides what the president sees, what he doesn't see. And that's the same guy who was fabricating national security information to smear Donald Trump, to accuse him of crimes he didn't commit. And even after the election, he worked sedulously to spread false information to the FBI to pressure them to continue their investigation of Trump, even though they had discovered that it was nothing more than a hoax.
All right, Greg, we will be fully vindicated. That is for